Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my Commonwealth of Man playthrough. We should be wrapping up the war here shortly. And I decided since it was going to take 8 months for Strike Force Medusa to get down here, I'm going to start with initiating a jump straight to Planetary to see how much time that cuts off of it. We won't know until after the jump is initiated. But we need to get over here and retake Zolomon and kick out the Reshethians that seem to be wanting to come this direction. After we take care of them and get a little bit more occupation, we should actually be able to succeed at a humiliation war. And I'm a little disappointed that the ones that got aggroed were the troop transports. I'll remember that in the future and leave the transports a system behind, because I don't want them taking damage. Hopefully there's enough point defense or whatever to keep fighters or anything off of them here. Alright, is the jump done? No, it's 13 days to prepare the jump. Okay. Adnoran League broke off the commercial pact with the Hierarchy of Moffith. Interstellar Picarian are in a commercial pact with the Glosswerhenians. They've taken some shield damage already. Are you guys initiating combat already? It says we're severely overmatched here. Let's select them all and see. That's just hull level, not combat value. Let's see, they have 3.2. They have about 29.1. This fleet alone is greater than them, so we should actually succeed at this. Now they do have hangars. That's probably what they were sending out after our poor troop transports. It says we've taken shield damage. I don't see any. Shield and armor damage. It's got to be shield and armor damage here. Yes. Okay, good.
Engaging enemy station.
Who's engaging an enemy station? Fortress Legionnaires. Now, is that jump completed yet? Yes. Now, how long is it going to take you? Yeah, that cut 4 months off the travel time. And it takes about 200 days. So yeah, I should be close to having the damage and sublight speed reduction done by the time we get there.
Battle debris secured.
Senate is now in session for minor administrative sanctions. We've got a little bit more toward frequency tuning. Hierarchy of Moffith is in a migration treaty with the Star Realms of Shar.
Fleet action underway.
Space amoebas, probably. That would be the Pegasus reinforcements. Yeah, they would be going after the space amoebas. Alright, we will send you back to safe station to repair. We lost, Fortress Legionnaires lost some frigates, corvettes, and destroyers, but took this station and entirely destroyed one fleet that was defending it and a construction ship. We will have them wait here to repair. You've got one debris left there. I'm not able to get out of the system with that one. This debris can wait. Pegasus lost one destroyer. It says we only killed one defense platform. I saw more than one blow up. Now if we look at the station, yeah, all of its defense platforms are gone. We got them all. So we want this in orbit of that planet. Strike Force Chimera will enter orbit and begin bombardment, as will these other two fleets. We can't repair right now because it's going to take a while for that station to come back. There's only 284 armies on here. It shouldn't take us long to bombard them down. Then we can move over here and bombard that one for some easy victories. And we just took 850 armor damage taking them out. We have shields, but the amoebas have strike craft. That's what got us. And it doesn't look like there's any debris there. They moved out. I'm not sure where they're going, so we should be able to flip Zolomon fairly easy, though we will take damage doing it. And I'm positive this fleet is pushing on here. I'm still waiting for Gorgon and Dragon to repair. Oh, they're moving up fleets. Oh, there's Space Amoeba in there too. Cool. We got no debris in Lithorius, it appears. So after we finish this one, we will head there to research that project. Rishethian State is in a migration treaty with the Vassalization League. Tendrazun put a branch office on Asher, my newest colony. It can't really hold any. I'm close to being able to upgrade. I just need one population.
Engaging enemy station.
Strike Force Scylla is beginning one of its sweeps to see how well it performs against outpost. I realize I've been forgetting something. I meant to do this 3 months ago, but the cooldown is 2 years. I'm not going to be doing it every 2 years. I'm going to be doing it every 5. Reverse Engineer Arcane Technology. These artifacts can be used as the core for a powerful building that rivals those a fallen empire could create. We now have the ability to build a nourishment center on one of our planets. So let's check our planets. Check the buildings. That provides 100 food. So one of our mining worlds will farming worlds will most likely get that. Probably Dawnlight. Let's go ahead and start building another city district to have the building slot for it. Though we could probably replace the ancient refinery. There are no rare planetary features here. I mean, we do currently have all 3 of these being worked. That would drop us by 4 in every category. We can handle that. And we could end up shifting the humans to other worlds that need them. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's just go ahead and start replacing this with the Nourishment Center. It'll take 8 months, so I've got time to shift them off. And they will probably all go to Proclos. I've already got the top population here, so I don't need to worry about replacing the humans I shift off the world.
Fleet action underway.
And I meant to be watching that battle. Fortress Legionnaires is in combat because they moved in a tiny fleet. Now, yeah. So let's go back and watch this one. Boy, we got in close already. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit more. I want to watch this. All of those autocannons. Now, how much damage did we sustain? We got the 2 corvettes before they could flee. We took 373 to our armor. Our destroyers have 1650. So I think we can go ahead and sweep these 3 outposts before we have to worry about going back for repairs. Now let's make sure you are back at the star base. We did get a second one there, which we will end up researching afterwards. Oh, they're pulling back. It looks like they're going to probably Vilth or try and hit Trappist, so we've got to keep an eye on them. Medusa is 3 months out from there. I'll only have the debuff for about 12 days before I get by the time I arrive, but combat will actually probably start a couple weeks earlier, so I'll have it for about a month during the combat. Actually, let's hold here in Porava until we see which direction they are going. Strike Force Gorgon is fully repaired. Since they seem to be sweeping around this way, I'm going to pull Gorgon. Where is Gorgon? Right there. I'm going to pull Gorgon back to Trappist. Or maybe I try and catch some of these battle groups as they're moving around. Because I am a stealther, I could hide in Gedexis. Yeah, I could hide right at the hyper relay here. Let's go ahead and cloak. We can pull Pegasus back to deal with this group, I think, after they've repaired. Pegasus is fairly quick. Yeah, they're on their way to Porava, so we will smash them at Porava before we suffer the damage for being in a sector we don't control.
Engaging enemy station.
Dragon is fully repaired. We're going to have Dragon move around to Trappist. Where did that fleet go? It was right around here and it just disappeared. Getting a little annoyed at their fleets just vanishing on me. So Scylla's taking another outpost.
Battle debris secured.
Took another 425 armor damage. I think we can manage one more because we'll have hull even if they strip all of our armor. So we can get Istora and then pull back for repairs probably here. Got 30% progress to hyper shields. That was pretty big. That was the one in focal. There's still more in focal.
Battle debris secured.
10% more to frequency tuning there. Alright, here they come into Porava. They're probably going to start getting afraid when they start losing hull.
Fleet action underway.
Nope, they didn't. Did the other fleet decide to abandon? No, they're still coming this way. Good, they're pushing on that way. Let's check the progress of our bombardment. It's got 2 armies left, or 3 armies left. We'll just keep bombarding, there's no rush.
Engaging enemy station.
Oh, they've got a battle group that came in here as well. That just came in. They're coming to assist Medusa. I think Medusa's pretty much got this under control, even though we are already taking hull damage from the disruptors. I think we can handle it. And they're kind of waffling. They're having second thoughts when they saw that fleet in there.
Tracking spaceborne lifeform.
Don't see anything in my immediate vicinity. There they are. They're headed to Gekiidum. Dragon will chase after them, I think. Alright, Strike Force Scylla took another 237, taking that outpost. Now they're on their way back for repairs. It never got into their hull. Still waiting to repair here at Ordidius. Probably give that till October. The Soran combined clans have taken on the challenge of building a science nexus, a research institute so technically advanced that it could revolutionize the scientific process completely. The Fuo system is bustling with activity as engineers are assembling the initial build site. Regardless of whether they fail or succeed, trying alone has earned them a place among the great forerunners of our time. As always, they're overreaching. I don't see the Fuo system. Am I missing it? There it is. So it's already online as a hub by the time we get that message and is doing production. So that is a huge boost to their scientific output. You know, this pacing feels somewhat right. That is one of the more advanced AIs. Let's check actually we can do it faster here. So the Soran combined clans, their tech value is 2576. That puts them above the hierarchy of Mothith. Yeah, Star Realm Ashar is the only one more advanced than them that I have seen so far. So they are one of the more technologically advanced empires. We're just shortly after the start of mid-game. Oh, there's one. United Nations of Earth actually has more tech. But we're just shortly after mid-game, and they are starting a megastructure. And I believe that pacing feels about right. Now, we're very behind in tech. We should be up there on par with United Nations of Earth or Soaring Combined Clans, but I went for a more militaristic and kind of stagnated a bit. But I think that pacing feels about right. Of course, AI has huge bonuses, but that still doesn't make them far better than a human. Have you decided where you're going? Nope, you're still sitting there. Genlot are in a research agreement with the Miravandians. Hierarchy of Mothith is in a migration treaty with the Soran combined clans. We lost 2 destroyers, but we managed to really hurt their fleet. And that ended up with some hypershield tech here. After we finish the research here, we're going to pop over here to research those projects. Now we are a little wounded. I do repair on the spot, so we are going to stay right here at this station because I am an engineer, and wait and see what this group does while we try and get our repair up. Once we get our repairs up, we're going to chase them down if they ain't coming to us. We've got some fleets moving through the area of our allies. It'd be nice if they engaged them. Yeah, this is going down at a nice rate. They're losing multiple % a day. So we could actually wait till we bombard it clear. Fortress Legionnaires have finally repaired. So we will send them to start bombarding Camburan. Coriol doesn't really need bombardment. Vetericians declared Hierarchy of Mothith their rival. I guess they got tired of being their vassal. And they resent it highly, apparently. Pegasus Reinforcement has repaired. Oh, do we have some fighting that's about to go on here? The Manticore fleet is a little wounded. Please tell me the Delta Corsairs can at least start the fight with them before Task Force Eudora moves in and helps them out. Oh, and they swept down there. We're getting more occupation. When we take these planets, it'll be even greater.
Battle debris secured.
10% more to hyper shields. And that was the debris over here, I think. Yeah, one left. You guys still waffling? Yep. We've only got a few ships that need to be repaired. And again, these armies are being decimated quickly. You know what? I think they're weak enough. We'll go ahead and land here and then take all of these fleets and start bombarding the other planet here to soften it up for our other for another invasion. Are you guys not fighting? There we go. And you're just gonna leave them to hang? Really?
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
Seriously, dudes? Turn around and help your buddies. I'm in the system with space amoebas. Ah, that's right, the capital. And that's also the First Order and the Void Core? Yeah. Please tell me you turned around to help. Yes, you finally did. So you guys should win this. You're 25 versus 21. Scylla has been fully repaired. That's the big fleets from the Orcam phone. And they are a bulwark, so we'll be taking damage going in there if we try and fight them in their territory. But I can send Scylla to sweep these two stations and then return for repairs, I guess at Lithorius. We have a new proposal. Change council size to 4. I'm opposed to that. That is interstellar Picarians. They wouldn't be on the council. It would add in the sovereignty of Tuxcali. I'm not interested. I'll just keep Medusa highlighted so I can see when they're repaired.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Alright, so let's go enter orbit. Actually, let's probably just go ahead and land. By the time we get over there, they will have done some serious bombardment. Yeah, because I want to see when Medusa is repaired.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
Really? Istora Station. Oh, that's one of the ones that we swept. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. And we actually did some hull damage to them trying to take it. They've got 2 frigates and a Titan. Oh, we need to destroy that. Get some Titan practice or our progress. Because right now we're only 2 years away from having our own Titans. Decided to move Dragon down here and help out, since it does appear like they are getting the losing end of this. Oh, they moved into Zolomon. We don't want to fight them in Zolomon, because in Zolomon we will be suffering damage.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
Scientist Wu Juga got custom AI assistance, more bonus to research speed. What is he currently doing? He's assisting research somewhere. Actually, we may end up having to take them there. Alright, we want to flip that station. What the hell just happened? I clicked on it and it moved me to the other end of the damn galaxy. Yeah, we're going to have to take that station. So we're going to suffer some damage. We've still got a little bit of damage, but not much. Hopefully it'll repair on the way. But we vastly outpower them, so we can suffer the little bit of losses we're going to take. Especially since our shields are boosted and we don't lose shields in this sector. Alright, we've begun landing on Lithorius. So let's take our fleets that are here and tell them to repair. Except for Pegasus. Pegasus is already repaired. because I have an engineer in Pegasus. So we will send Pegasus to help with the bombardment here. Yeah, those two will repair up before I move them out. Oh, that Titan's running away. Miravandian Coalition broke their migration with the autocracy of Rakaron. Hierarchy of Moffith declared Federician League their rivals. Strike Force Hippogriff is now fully repaired. We will send Hippogriff around to Astoria. I could potentially take that Titan with this fleet.
Science Division report success.
Got flak artillery, afterburners, and gamma lasers, and that unlocked advanced afterburners. This improved version of the standard afterburner provide an even greater boost to the ship's combat speed.
Inbound message traffic.
Nope. Well, they won't actually claim this system, but nope. We are close to achieving our actual war goals. We're invading a planet right now, and that is going to give us more occupation. And we are bombarding some other planets, so nope.
Fleet action underway.
Here goes the fight in Zolomon.
Battle debris secured.
We got a little bit more toward hyper shields. Strike Force Chimera is now fully repaired. They're only an 8.6 now. I'll just send them to assist bombardment on this large planet. Camburan, not Coriala. How has this fight been going? I don't see it anymore. Strike Force Dragon will be there in a month to find out what happened.
Fleet action underway.
Well, I can see what happened. My allies were destroyed. Or ended up fleeing. So now it's up to me to take out these battleships and cruisers. We've already made quite a few flee. Have we flipped the starbase yet? No. It's neutralized, but it's still considered their control, unfortunately. Or is that Latrepian? No, that's them.
Engaging enemy station.
There, now we have flipped it. And we ended up with more hyper shields there. So after you get the one in Porava, research that one. You pull back to Uchronia for repairs. We lost 2 more destroyers doing that. We successfully invaded this system. Looks like we've dropped about 200 strength from our damage, but we'll heal up on our way over here. We're going to go ahead and land on Coriala because it's got a weak garrison. We have reached 100% war exhaustion. We can be forced to make peace 24 months after reaching high war exhaustion. So we've got 2 years before peace is forced. Hierarchy of Moffith is in a commercial pact with the Citizen Confederation of Gavazul. We need more occupation. If we took this other system, it might be 2 occupation. I don't know that we're going to get our actual war goals achieved, but we're going to try. I mean, we've come this far. We're pushing this far in. If we can smash the fleets they're building up over here, that will make a huge dent in it. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens and howling vortex. We're calling them Zulu bogies. Let's pull somebody out of the galactic community to research that and get it out of the way quick. We flipped the black hole with our strike force. Took a little bit of armor damage. They currently have one battleship that hasn't fled in this battle. It looks like 2 cruisers, 2 frigates, and a battleship are all that are going to get away. I've begun upgrading the orbital ring around Unity because I already had queued up another hyper relay over here. And 65, I can go down that much. I'm hopefully about to get 100 when we end this war. We'll see. I've got 2 years to try and get up to where we succeed. Strike Force Dragon obliterated all of those ships. None were able to flee. So now Dragon is going to go back and repair in Trappist, so that it is able to flit around as necessary. Now, when I get Titans, I've actually decided I want the Eye of Medusa to be a Titan, and I'm going to have 2 Titans in this fleet. Getting Titans will give me 10 fleet capacity. If I can find another plus 20 under society, I'll take it. That would just leave me 2, so I am going to have to get rid of something here. Probably one of the venomous blades. I will drop it down to 15. As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and do that now, because that will drop me to 118 command limit. So I should be able to have the 32 I need to add 2. And I will end up renaming the Eye of Medusa class battleship to the Medusa's Gaze, and I might shuffle around some combat limit to have more of them in here. They're 8 apiece, so that would be like 4 destroyers or 8 corvettes that would have to be dropped, but we might do that as we suffer losses, just start building up more of these, or wait till we get even more command limit. I can't remember what the command limit cap is. I think it's 250? Camburan has already lost 300 points worth of garrison. Oh, we did end up with a debris here. Sapient combat computers. So we'll have to get that on the way back, I think, because I don't think I have anybody else in the... I have this one. Yeah, we can send the Asperity over here. It'll take 9 months.
Engaging enemy station.
Strike Force Scylla's taking another outpost. And after that, we are going back to Lithorius to heal. And then we'll go out striking somewhere else. You know, this one isn't even a full. I mean, I've only got... Let's go to the fleet manager. Strike Force Scylla only has 18 destroyers in it right now. I got 6 more coming. They're waiting right here to be reinforced. But that'll only give it up to a 48. It's only a third size, and it is pretty damn effective so far. At least on outpost.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target. Engaging enemy station.
Hippogriff is retaking this outpost that is already wounded. It should be fairly quick. They've built up their strike corps. That's the one with the Titan. We're going to need Fortress Legionnaires over here to deal with it. After her recent victory in the Riag system, Admiral Katya Makarova has started emphasizing the importance of speed in rapid maneuvers. That's gale speed. Nice! So we have a lot of sublight speed with our mores. I like that. Took a little bit more armor damage, never got through to our hull. If we could get an extra auxiliary slot in there to have it regen, or get a captain that repairs, this would be a freaking awesome fleet. And now to rush all the way back over to Lithorius, it says the estimated time, oh, we're entering orbit of Reag. Yeah, it's only going to take 2 months to jump all the way back.
Battle debris secured.
Got a little bit more progress to gamma lasers, and that was the last debris here. We'll get more debris when we push into their capital. We've already got it down to 500. We are bombarding the hell out of that. Hopefully by the time the army gets over there, it'll be ready to be taken. Yeah, we took that with just a little bit of shield damage. So let's pull back here with the rest of the fleet. It'll take me almost 3 months to get over there. Yeah, I'm beginning to think we're not going to make it to achieve our war goals.
Ground objective secured.
Let's see how much that improved it, just by a few percent. They're up to, yeah, we really need to get rid of the relative Navy strength more than anything else. But there is another large station in here we can take. Let's enter orbit. It's down to 511. So of course this is going to be the last Marauder tribe. Quinn Nudaran's serene administration joined the galactic community. Medusa is fully repaired. We'll still loiter in this general vicinity for now, keeping an eye out for Reshethians sneaking around. And we should be able to jump quickly to get back up to Marik if necessary, if they start coming in through that way. Looks like they're pulling around their large fleets this way. Yeah, we're bombarding them down very quickly. Scylla is repaired again. Let's switch Scylla to passive. Oh, there's I can't sneak past there. And I don't have jump drives on this. So let's go back to aggressive. We'll just move Scylla up with the rest for now.
Spaceport reports enemy contact. Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
They bypassed Astora and have come to retake Izar. Hierarchy of Moffith broke off the commercial pact with the Uthabulin Union. We have First League filing offices. The sprawling empire of the First League dwarfed our own at its peak and relied on implacable bureaucracy to keep the wheels of the state in motion. The quantic filing arrays they used afforded them unprecedented efficiency in the sorting and storing of documents. It doesn't look like we got access to more fleet capacity, unfortunately. We can go ahead and finally knock out this last deep crust engineering that we need to remove that last volcano. That will take... Well, do we need that? Let me check real quick. Yeah, this is a world I don't think I'm going to turn into an Ecumenopolis, because it's one of my agricultural worlds. Yeah, that's the only one with an active volcano. We'll go ahead and get that so we can get that blocker off of that planet. And it'll only take 9 months. Now that we have the First League filing offices over here in Proklos, I've already disabled the ancient refinery here. We're going to replace it with the First League filing offices. That'll take 8 months, and it will provide 2 jobs. Yeah, it provides 2 bureaucrat jobs, which that's plenty of time before we get our next human to have an available job for them. And eventually we're going to end up replacing this slave processing facility because it's useless. Slave pop resource output bonuses only affect worker level, not specialist. So they are not getting it for the resources they produce here. They're getting an overall bonus of 25 from buildings. Well, that 25 from buildings, they're culture workers, is 15 here and 10 here. That's the 25. They're not getting the extra 5 for slave processing. Of course, they're indentured servants. Now, if we look at the enforcers, they are getting 15 from buildings. And the only thing they're getting it from is the hypercoms for them. They're not getting the 5% for the slave processing facility, despite the fact that they are slaves. Our entertainers, same way. They're only getting the 15 from the hypercoms for them. They're actually not getting the 10 from this for resource producing jobs, because these are not actually considered a resource producing job. Just the fact that this is an amenity producing job and this is a defense job, and both of these just happen to produce resources. Now this is a full-on resource producing job, and from buildings they're getting 25%. So they're getting the 10 from this and the 15 from this. But yeah, that slave processing facility is rather useless, so I will probably end up replacing it with the Autocathon monument when I get it. That boosts, I can go ahead and disable it as a matter of fact, that produces bonus, even further bonus to our administrators. And then that means the rest of this world is pretty much set. At some point, I may replace the gene clinics with further research complexes, but I still have research complexes I can expand as I need jobs. Now let's have another look at the planet. 377. Yeah, we can just go ahead and bombard the crap out of this one. I can let it run. Let's keep that up. Let's make this slot 10. Just so we can look at it anytime and watch it get ready to be invaded. Strike Force Dragon got repaired.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
Alright, they took that one spaceport or outpost in the Izar system. I'm fine with that. Where are you going from here? The Quell Nudaran Serene Administration closed their borders to us. Where are you bastards? I don't care if you close your borders, you're far away. So I'm hoping... It looks like they're going to the capital system. Yes. I was actually hoping they'd come for Ordeas, where we have all of our fleets. Well, there is combat going on here, but they're losing. 320, my fleet is what? 674, good enough. Land. All of my fleets in here need to proceed here to intercept that Titan fleet and smash it and then take their capital. As a matter of fact, I already have a ship right there. So let's switch the one from the Voyager to that ship so that it can do that, and we will have this ship proceed onward. We want to get in here and do some exploration. We've seen Howling Vortex. We're in the process of meeting it. I want to see if I can get through their territory to get over to like the Adnoran Reapers area. I can jump. So let's get to there. And we don't want to spend as little time in here while we're at war as possible. But I want to get over this way where I can meet these guys. I don't really have open borders with people along here. I could see about getting open borders with the Rakudians. Because after we get past the bulwark into Rakutian territory, I could deactivate my cloak so that I could actually meet whatever is over here. And considering the space in between the question marks, my guess is this is the military isolationist.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
Alright, we're almost in the system. They jumped through. So let's select all of our fleets so that we can tell them to attack as soon as possible.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
The Panexalan freebooters.
Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
Hi-yi! More Dwamics! Oh, I hate these guys. What do you want, foolish Dwamic? What happened to make your face look like that? Reactor accident? Vacuum exposure? Hey! Look at you! We are the Panaxidae. We hunt Dwamic. If you come to Panaxala turf, we make you Dwamic stew. Not good for you, yes? Hi-yi! Perhaps you know other Dwamics. Perhaps you want them to be Dwamic stew. This can be arranged. Panaxalae are not above fighting for Dwamics against other Dwamics, if price is right. Yeah, I don't like you. We'll destroy you first chance we get. We could actually do that now, after this war is over. Yeah, we've got the firepower to come in here and obliterate them. We could get rid of another Marauder clan. We know a good raiding target. We're already raiding. No time for this. I thought I saw a raiding fleet sitting right there. Now, a spaceport reported enemy contact where? That's got to be something not that hostile. Like somebody's ship popped up back in an area we control. Like a transport or something. I don't see any. Alright, here comes.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Where? Give me a pop-up. Don't just give me useless information. Because that doesn't tell me anything. What spaceport has found enemy contact? Where in my vast empire am I supposed to frickin' look? Nothing worse than useless information. Yes, the Rakutian Imperium opened their borders to us. Hippogriff, Pegasus, and Chimera made it in so far. Fortress Legionnaires should be shortly. There they are.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
That was the Astora system. Is that where the enemy contact was that I didn't realize? I'm fine with that. And we lost... We destroyed 3 destroyers out of that fleet before it turned tail and frickin' ran. Take their starbase. Bastards. I was hoping to blow up their Titan before the war ended. We discovered at least 1 cloaked non-allied vessel in Vuzabaru. There's some spaceport enemy contact. Now see, these are useful. I get to see where in my empire, or click and highlight where it happens. Just telling me, hey, one of your spaceports is under attack. That's like telling me, hey, there's a bug on your back. Where? Or hey, there's a spider somewhere in your house. Well, their defenses in this system for their planets are kind of piss poor. That's their most heavily defended world. This should be an easy system to capture after we finish with Ordidius. Alright, is Scylla in combat yet? No. Alright, so I want to put you on passive. I don't want you joining in this fight. I want you to sweep back and retake the systems they took from us, or one of them. They've got some fairly weak fleets in there. We could actually take them. And this is actually an outpost we could sweep to as well. And then get Kodraka. Now let's keep an eye on them and see if they get involved in the fighting here.
Battle debris secured.
Doesn't appear to. More progress to hypershields. Was that the one way down here? No. That was the first one there. So we have one more. Alright, we took this system. This is everybody but Scylla. We are going to stay here until we can repair. Oh, Scylla's over here. Yeah, okay, Scylla's going to sweep around to Azar and Astora. That system. And that system. And then come back here for repairs. We lost a few frigates, corvette, and a corvette. Took out the defense platforms, but the strike corps fled like the cowards they were. They've got a pretty sizable transport fleet in here, 600. They can start taking these planets. These planets only have about a 100 or 200 garrison. Oh, perfect. From here, we can jump to there. And then from there, we'll be able to move into here. Because that allows us to bypass all of these stations with FTL inhibitors and get into their territory where we can decloak and finally meet these guys. Why is Strike Force Gorgon doing nothing? Oh, that's right. I've got it watching the portal.
Ground objective secured.
Through hard work and experience, General Ursula Brinkman has gained resilience, longer lifespan. Invasion is over there. We now fully control this system. We are going to move into this system and immediately take a... I think we'll go for this one. Just immediately land on it. It's only got like 200. We've connected to the Glossworhenians. Strike Force Pegasus is already repairing because it's the only one with an engineer. Alright, 5 more days. And I can give you further orders. Bunk. Alright, get the hell out of that system. We want you to head this way. And as soon as you are out of this system, and you've got a long way to go, so you'll be taking hull damage probably the entire time. I can't look at their station to see, but let's see. No, we're actually not taking hull damage. Well, I still want to get out of this damn bulwark. So apparently their bulwark hasn't hit level 3 yet. Oh, the strike corps popped up back down there. So Scylla does not want to sweep down after them. We want to get some repairs going here. And then push on with these. So Scylla, you're just going to take Izar. And then stop.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Where? Ah. They're retaking Riag. Or no, that's a science vessel that blundered into Riag. It's going to die.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
This should be relatively quick. Let's check the other planets in here. We'll hit that Talanok next. And then Yurka. And finally, Warhini.
Engaging enemy station.
That was fast. Alright, so now I want you to pull up here to be with everybody else. And we will go in force. Rishethian State broke their migration with the Glossworhenians. I didn't even look at how much damage I took, but it doesn't matter at this point. War is almost over. Just need to occasionally pop my head around. Nobody's... The station's not killing that? Hunt that little bastard down. Where is he? There. Second battle group ran into some of their units, but it's going to be losing against that station, I think, possibly. It may damage some of their transports. They've got another fleet coming in. There's the strike corps. That's the one I want to hit. Where is it headed? Is it coming straight across to give another try at Werhinian Sul? No. It's staying in this system. Well, as soon as we started repairing. As soon as we get repaired, we're coming after you. I want to kill a Titan. I'm thinking the Rishethians don't want any more of this. I haven't seen any of their ships in a while. Genlock Conclave has entered into a commercial pact with the Glosswerhenians. We decloaked. We're forced to decloak in this system. That's fine. We have open borders. I probably should have decloaked to come down here and survey the debris anyway. They're not faring too well. They've got some cloakers hiding there. Oh, you're going to back to the Azar system. As soon as we're repaired, we're hunting your ass down.
Ground objective secured.
Who got repaired first? Strike Force Pegasus. Strike Force Pegasus can't handle them. Vita recently closed their borders to us. It didn't immediately kick us out. If we can get to this next system, we can recloak, or, if necessary, we could send the Sagacious down there. If this person gets kicked out, let's just go ahead and assume they're going to. We'll take the one in the Asperity. And we will have this one research that project. And we're going to go ahead and tell the Asperity to leave. It'll probably get booted out. Now, they can't see us here. They don't have the cloaking detection over in this area. So we can loiter here for now. We could actually move on into this system and be in a better position just in case, but we need to keep an eye on it. Yep, they got booted out. I was wise to shift who was doing that. Pan-Galactic Pact voted to kick the Adnorium Imperium. We have successfully invaded Basteron. Now we're going to invade Telenok. Or Telenok. So the Asperity will be gone for 6 months, 7 months. Alright, we're now here. Let's go ahead and decloak. And it'll shave a month off of the trip to go investigate these guys. Strike Force Scylla is repaired. Our capital is no longer connected to the Glosswerhenians and the Veteresians because of the closed borders. I think you have just become the subject of my next
Ground
war
forces
for
are
that.
dropping on target.
Chimera is fully repaired. Yeah, I think they have just become the subject of my next war for that. We are going to carve out this section here as a vassal, probably. Can we do a vassalized war on them? Not yet. We're getting there. When we build up our fleet a bit more and get a bit more tech, that should be sufficient. So we'll do a little bit of recovery after this war, building up our fleets again and doing a bunch of refits, because we've got a lot of debris. You still trying to push over to that system? Yes. How much longer until Fortress Legionnaires is about to be fully repaired? Everybody is fully repaired. Alright, so everybody else follow Fortress Legionnaires. Fortress Legionnaires? Head there. Actually, they may flip that outpost really quick. Go by way of there. Damn it. Alright. Go there. And go there. And then there. Now it's going to take you 1 month to get across to there. But that way we don't have some of our fleets trapped when the hyper relay flips. Federician League subjugated the Adnorum Imperium. There we go. First contact with the Ganlarev Remnant. Military isolationists. I suspected as much. Pitiful creatures, know that we roam the stars for eons before your hapless species mastered spaceflight. If any of your wretched little ships cross into our space, do not expect them to return. Keep to yourselves, aliens. So let's grab a ship that's cloaked. I don't have the intel, but I suspect they can detect cloaking. Oh, the poor little Briannan Star Nation is on their border, probably constantly getting attacked by them. So we've got another section over here I'd like to get over to check. There's no connection, but I could get over to Racta and cloak and jump over this way. And then find somebody I have open borders with to find out that last fallen empire. So let's go ahead and move there, and we gotta wait 3 months to cloak. That's fine. We'll move over that way, and from there we're gonna jump somewhere. We'll probably jump to about there, because I know that's a young system. They're not gonna have stealth detection, and then start poking around here and see if we can find some borders. Hell, I don't care if I stumble into their space, get decloaked and booted out. I just want to meet them. But now we want to see...
Fleet action underway.
Oh, really? Oh, really? 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 Okay. Change of plans. Where is my big strike force? There. Everybody's following you, right? Yes. Now we're going to take Scylla. And they're going after them. Dragon has finally made it to catch up to this poor science ship. Goodbye.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
We got a little bit more progress toward hypershields, and looks like we got hypershields. These reinforced and hardened energy shields are incredibly powerful. The protection they offer is second to none. Now this one still has what? Gamma lasers and sapient combat computers. Yeah, I don't see them heading over this way anymore. So either we completely decimated their fleet, or they're unable, to the point where they're unable to get over here, or they got distracted by something else. Yeah, because we could see them going through human space, and we can see them in Hierarchy of Moffith, because we have 100% with both of these. If they're sneaking up along through here, we would end up seeing them the minute they came in. And I think we could almost see them if they were in that area. You're still struggling along, aren't you? You've almost got its armor down. You know, if this fleet would come over there and help you. So that's another 5.7k. Yeah, you would be able to take it if your stealthing fleet from the Latrepian domains would assist you. And it looks like they are pushing on to Idria to get us more system claims.
Fleet action underway.
No. Oh wait, that's Scylla. That's Scylla. I thought that was Fortress Legionnaires disappearing. Fleet action underway where? I don't see a fleet action underway. There's about to be right here. Because you are jumping into an ambush!
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
They ran! You guys still in combat with something? No? Flak artillery, small gamma laser, advanced strike craft. Alright, you research that project. We have conquered this planet, so embark all the armies and go get Yurka. You guys all go back to repair. We made them run. They've got a lot of Corvettes, but we're designed to hunt Corvettes. We're all autocannons, high tracking really fast. We are picket for even more tracking. Yeah, we are designed to hunt Corvettes. We lost a ship. Well, we didn't lose it. It withdrew. Yeah, because we still have the 18 count there, but our battle went down, so that means one of our ships withdrew. Yeah, that destroyer withdrew. We've got a couple more that are getting wounded. But overall, I think we are going to do a number on them. What do they have? Small blue lasers and energy siphons? Energy siphons are useless against me. I don't have shields. The blue lasers will hurt. Are all of your ships this crappy in tech? Whose fleet are you? You're the Glosswerhenian fleet? Why do you have such crappy ships? Oh, they're pushed on into Wendell. So we're up to 27% occupation. And we still have about a year, 11 months, to try and push this up. To try and take, like, Werhenian Sul completely. We get over to Urka and take it. And then take Werhenia. That's going to be a little bit more. If we can finally catch their Titan and destroy it, it would be great. They're going to come back to Bertios or Kagaros, most likely. We need to destroy that Titan. You've made it over here. 2 more months before you can cloak. And 2 more months before you can jump. So I'll worry about them back in April. Still no sightings of the Rishethian state.
Science Division reports success.
Alright, get that off the screen so I can see what this pop-up says. We detected something in the Izar system. Cloak science vessel. Well, I'll deal with it after we get this fleet taken care of. We have elite cloaking fields. Typical cloaking technology can play havoc with a ship's more delicate instruments. However, these elite fields render such concerns obsolete. More encryption, more code breaking. I'm thinking we go ahead and start knocking out gamma lasers. It'll take a year and a half, about the time we'll have the Titans. And we're going to get a little bit more progress to it, I think. Yes. Pretty soon we'll have everything we need to no longer have to upgrade ships, though there are still quite a few out there. There's another X-Class weapon we haven't unlocked. And of course there are the upgrades for all the X-Class weapons. There's the upgrade for the kinetic artillery. And there is at least 1 more armor upgrade, I believe, that we do not have. Who got repaired? Strike Force Hippogriff. I'll just wait till everybody's repaired and move them en masse to Bertios. Scylla, when it gets repaired, will sweep down and take those systems. And then after we take Bertios, I'll send Scylla up to sweep up and take all of these systems and then sweep over this way just to start really harassing them in the year we have left.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Really? Where? That one? Okay, I'm good with that. That's a guess. It could have been another spaceport, because you don't give me a damn thing I can click on to let me know where this useless information is coming from. And I think my allies are going to get their butts kicked here. Yeah, they still haven't taken the outpost, and they've got a 40k fleet coming in. And this is a bastion. So they're going to run as soon as those guys engage them, I think. We've got a decent-sized fleet over here taking this citadel, but they took some heavy damage from the platforms, I'm willing to bet.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
This should be fairly quick, and then we've just got to take the last planet in this system. I don't know that we're going to get enough occupation. We really need to destroy that Titan. That would be a huge loss for them, because that is a lot of combat power that gets taken away. That helped. We completely obliterated the Manticore armadas. What did that do to their relative strength? I don't think it moved. Or was it 15? I can't remember. It's been like 3 seconds and I've forgotten. Now we did take some hull damage, but we did not lose a ship. Let's go ahead and chew up that guy, and then head back to here for repairs. And as soon as you finish that... I can't believe they had something for me to research here. The energy siphon. Oh, something I'm not going to use. But it's still an additional tech. Running away, are ya? Who got repaired now? Strike Force Chimera. And we can adopt a new tradition. Genetics. What if we could obtain genetic perfection? Unlocks building clone vats and adds 2 gene modification points. Sometimes evolution needs a nudge in the right direction. We now have the technology to genetically modify our bodies and minds to endure the trials of an ever-changing environment at an unprecedented rate. So let's go to species and look at what we can do to humans. We have 2 extra trait points. We could make them intelligent. That gives us even more research. Or we could add traditional, which I think kind of fits with us. We are kind of archaic in our thinking. So if we gave them traditional, we could also give them talented, since they are our only real leaders. So this will give them a higher leader level cap, although we're not living long enough for that just yet, and traditional unity. Now if we look at some of these others we can now modify. We could get rid of unruly with the Farine, so that, or if we leave unruly, we could give them charismatic as soon as I locate it. There. So that they're getting more amenities from jobs. That will have them be focused for jobs that produce amenities. And when we can remove talented and communal, we could give them thrifty, so they get more trade value as well. And then eventually get rid of unruly. Now for the Glear, let's see, they produce exotic gases. I can't, they're the ones I want, I think they're the ones I want to be ingenious, to be my energy credit people. No, they're the ones I'm going to make the battle thralls. That's right. So we want them to have access to very strong eventually. Where is strong? So it's 1 point for strong, 3 for very strong. So when we get another 2 points, we could give them very strong and get rid of sedentary. We're also going to want them to have resilient for army damage. And of course, when we can get rid of traits, we can get rid of natural sociologists and conservationists, which that's 2 points. With 1 more, that would give us strong. So for now, we can give them resilient, Actually, sedentary doesn't matter. That would be the only pick we could do. We'd have to get rid of that to get another pick because we only have one trait we can give them. So we can hold off on adjusting them right now till we can remove some of their existing traits. The Ichner Vol, I don't care about deviants. We have 2 extra points. We could make them our workers in general and just load them up with all of those basic traits, but let's see. I want them to eventually have very strong because that boosts worker pop resource output, so that they will eventually have 20% to minerals, 30 counting the fact that they're chattel slaves. So we can hold off on doing anything with them till we can get more points. The Mirovandia are already agrarian. They don't really need resilient. We can replace that one to get strong. And they aren't in jobs producing unity, so no need to modify them yet. The Oxenlitters are going to be our ingenious ones. But I also would like to give them the ability to acquire a material. I think, let's see, that's 0.02 exotic gases per month. Let's go back to, well, let's go to the, let's go back to the Glear. They're getting 0.01 exotic gases per month. So we're probably going to replace this with volatile motes, since volatile motes wasn't available for a toxoid. And these guys are going to be the ones that produce gases for us. And we'll have them working as engineers. Solitary doesn't matter to me. So we can go ahead and give them ingenious so that they'll be able to be better at the engineering jobs. The Praku are the ones we are going to keep as indentured servants. They're eventually going to want something to boost their output up here, but they don't really need those. There aren't enough of them for me to worry about wasteful right now. See, they have scintillating skin, produces rare crystals. I could give them crystallization. Each pop working provides more monthly organic pop assembly. With crystalline growths, this species is capable of generating self-replicating lattices of themselves, in addition to the more usual reproductive methods. Yeah, let's add that. And the Rogerians, Industrious is wasted on them. They need to be agrarian. I can go ahead and give them agrarian now. Actually, I could give them very strong, because they're going to be workers as well. So we'll give them very strong. And let's do a quick check of our planets. And let's look at the clone vats. It does not provide jobs. It just provides monthly organic pop assembly. Actually, I don't really need the slave processing facility here anymore. So let's replace it with a clone vat. And that will give us monthly pop assembly here on Unity. I could get, until I start getting refineries off-world, well, this one has the gas plant engineers. It's going to keep the refineries. I am going to keep this as a mining area, so I am going to need the slave processing facility. So it will be the gene clinics I will have to probably give up here, because I don't want to drop advanced research complexes. So yeah, we'll have to sacrifice the gene clinics, but then again, they were temporary buildings. I mean, it is nice having the plus 10, but we're going to be getting more bonuses that'll help out. So we'll start removing these gene clinics and replacing them with clone vats. And actually, we'll go ahead and hold off on that since it takes 6 months. I can go ahead and start this one, but I'm going to have to shift jobs around as I get rid of those because of the medical workers. We're going to lose 10 amenities, but I have a decent amount of amenities, so I'm going to need to get in preparation for these jobs to be shifted elsewhere by doing things like adding an industrial district, but not on Earth. Earth is keeping its medical workers for now. Eventually I'll replace that building with something else, maybe another administrative complex. And this building can be replaced when I move it to the orbital ring, so I would be able to put, say, an auto-curating vault here to support the two administrative complexes. But we can proceed onward.
Science Division reports success.
We've now completed research of deep crust engineering. Advances in material technology and deep shaft mining techniques allow geoengineering at previously unthinkable depths and temperatures. Magma hotspots can be exploited, suppressed, or even relocated. Now please tell me we got not naval capacity, I wanted fleet capacity. Ancient defensive web slinger. That's a point defense weapon. Huh. That would be an upgrade to our barrier point defense. Now the question is it better than the level 3 barrier point defense? We'll have to see. Let's knock out advanced food processing. Yes, let's knock out advanced food processing. It'll only take about a year. And that will also unlock the one for orbital rings and boost the food output, even though we don't really need the food boosted at this point. That's also a dead-end tech. So in about a year and a half, we'll have a slew of more techs. Now, one thing I will do is go ahead and see how long it's going to take to apply this new template to humans. A year. So we can hold off on doing these templates. I'll let that time out. I don't want to put that on hold for an entire year. And I can go ahead and go to the planet that has the volcano and begin removing it. Let's go ahead and fire up volatile land clearance. We'll have that done in 9 months.
Fleet action underway.
Yeah, that would be the hippogriff taking care of these bastards. Did we get another debris? No. The Fortress Legionnaires and Strike Force Scylla need to return for repairs. Everybody else is fully repaired. We can go ahead and take the others and push on to Kagaros. That should have us passing through to recapture Istora, yes. 10 months left.
Battle debris secured.
We got gamma lasers and sapient combat simulations, so now this ship can go back to active reconnaissance.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
We've taken another planet. It's time to take the last one. It's going to be a tough fight, but I think we can handle it. We're getting our occupation up there, but we'd need 11 more points of occupation. This one might add 2, so maybe if we could find several other planets to grab quickly. There's one. There's 2, but that needs bombardment. You're still at it. You've almost got it. Oh my, you might actually pull this off. They got Idria. Okay, we failed on our... We let it time out. That's fine with me.
Engaging enemy station. All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
Fortress Legionnaires is full. So Fortress Legionnaires is going for Bertios. We did take a little bit of armor damage doing that. I'm fine with it. We have a new proposal. Remove Council denouncement power from the Uthabulan Union. You're about to go away. Galactic Council members should be required to have proper justification for denouncement. We should remove this unfair and autocratic ability. Nope. Why are you so upset? Who's denounced you recently? Almost got it. You guys are doing good. I've gone ahead and proceeded with modifying the Praku species since they will add to organic pop assembly. It'll only take 2 months and set back our food processing centers a bit.
Battle debris secured.
We got flak artillery, gamma laser, and advanced strike craft progress. Tendrazun built a new branch office on Proclaws. It's another good place for a branch office. Give me more jobs. And I'm replacing the slave processing here with cloning vats. It turned out there were quite a few. Here I'm replacing the gene clinics. I'm waiting on this one till I get the active volcano because I can actually build a city district for it. I'm replacing the military academy here. That'll drop me 12 naval capacity. Replacing the gene clinics here. Military academy here. That's 24 naval capacity we will drop. I had a building slot here. I'm replacing the ancient refinery here, so I'm going to have to relocate the people working it, and I will have a slight drop in my materials. I had an empty slot on Destinicon. Building a city district here, so I don't have to replace anything. This one I am replacing the civilian repli complexes I had built here. I don't plan on doing the industry. This is a world that will eventually become an ecumenopolis, and it's going to be for administration more than anything else. I'm replacing a gene clinic here because Leffingwell does need to keep its military academy. I'm replacing the slave processing facility on Proclaws, like I said. Another ancient refinery is getting replaced here on Bastion because I did not want to lose the military academy here. And I'm building a city district on Melpomene for me to build one. I had an empty slot on Earth 2. I'm replacing the military academy on Thebes and on Truett. And I have an empty slot here. When I finish upgrading the Autochthon monument to a heritage site, I'll put one on Asher. And that should get most, with the exception of Dawnlight, Destiny, and Melpomene. There should be clone bats coming up all over the place.
Ground objective secured.
Took another planet over here. We have all of the ones in Werhenia. So I can move my armies here. Who else just got repaired? Strike Force Scylla. So Strike Force Scylla, I've got to wait till Burotos is taken. So for right now, follow them. Actually, for right now, follow Fortress Legionnaires. Looks like they are winning now. They've got that base down to 5,000 hull points. It's not showing a bar.
Engaging enemy station. New species variant available.
Oh, you guys are fighting colony ships and stuff. I'll just leave Chimera here for a sec. It did take some hull damage. We've completed the Praku species. Actually, let's just have you start bombarding Fridga. Doesn't have a lot of garrison, but, you know, softening them up from our army would be great. And I'll tell you guys to go ahead and land. They ran away, the construction ship, and probably the colony ship too. I didn't even see it on the list. Alright, so now that that combat is done, all of you push on to Bertios to heal. Now that Bertios is flipped, Strike Force Scylla can sweep up through here. Wait, why can I not? Alright, Strike Force Scylla can go bombard this damn planet that has a inhibitor. That's what it can do.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
Should be a fairly quick fight.
Ground objective secured.
Alright, so now we will move to here. I'll say land armies real quick. Nope. You're going to have to enter orbit. We've got to do some bombarding to get rid of that. So, Fortress Legionnaires, since you're already healthy, you go straight for the bombardment. Oh, we're getting even closer. That was some serious occupation we just did. Just need 5 points. Now, if we can sweep up through here, if we can get this bombarded to where we can, if we can take Burdios, and this may take a while, and then be able to quickly sweep up and snag a lot of these outposts, we might be able to pull it off. We have 6 months. I don't know if we can pull it off. It all depends on how quickly Burdios gets bombarded down to the point where we can take it. We'll have a lot of fleets coming in to work on it. Right now, Scylla is already working on it. Pegasus can work on it. As soon as Chimera, Hippogriff can work on it. As soon as Chimera is repaired, well, screw it. Chimera can work on it. Doesn't need the repairs. We just need to start bombarding that down quickly so we can flip it, so that we can move on and push forward this way and sweep a lot of their systems. Because from this point, we have 5 months and 17 days. So by December 18th, we have to make peace. We need to get 5 more points, or 6 more points actually, to be able to get them to accept. And the Resethian state is bringing up another fleet. The Gorgons are here, but we can't decloak without getting kicked out of the systems, because we no longer have open borders with them. Let's see if we can get open borders with the hierarchy of Mothith. And we will move into here. We'll just move in at the hyper relay. I've gotten all the population that's going to be displaced shuffled around, and I'm going to have an influx of more humans, because in 3 months the cloning vats will be online, and I can't shut off breeding of other species until October of 2370, but I plan on doing that so that it's only pretty much humans and Farine will be the two with open population controls. Because surplus Farine will always become servants. And I don't think I have any servants currently. I think I've gotten them all shifted to other worlds. But I can quickly find out the bonuses of servants by doing that. They provide amenities, pretty much just amenities. But that can boost my amenities up to the point where I could get my stability up if I have an overgrowth of their population. So I'm fine with alternating between that and humans for a while till but I need to start getting more jobs available for humans, and that's what I plan on doing. See how quickly we're bombarding
Fleet
here.
action underway.
Not very fast right now. Fleet combat just disappeared as soon as I looked to click on it. Which fleet was it? I didn't even have a second to figure out who was in combat. They haven't opened their borders to us. Let's give them a small gift of some resources. Some exotic gases. That ought to work. 500 exotic gases. See if they open their borders then. Yes. already en route to the Shetty system. I'm going to see which way these Legionnaires are going and pretty much try and hunt them down and obliterate them. Let's actually go to that system, because from there I could move to Yilion to cut them off if necessary. So I can pretty much stay at these two systems unless they decide to go up that way. But if they go up that way, Medusa's ready for them. Now I want to keep this one hotkeyed, and I can clear that out so that I can keep an eye on the garrison level. They accepted, so that ought to keep our borders open for a bit. Alright, they went up that way. Where are they going from there?
Science Division reports success.
Got a little bit more frequency tuning, which unlocked frequency tuning. Adapting the Tiyanki method of siphoning energy from gaseous matter, it is possible to construct weapons draining energy from enemy ships. Alright, they're coming this way. How far out are we? 32 days. They just popped up. We will deactivate cloaking and attack them.
Fleet action underway.
No debris yet. We completely obliterated their fleet. We did take some hull damage. Crimson Banner fleet appears to be headed up this way. We will stay here, lurking near this hyper relay for now. I don't know that we're going to get our war goals achieved, but we are so close.
Inbound message traffic.
Autocracy Rakron would like a migration treaty. Nope, you aliens stay in your space.
Construction complete.
Deneb has finished its construction queue. It has upgraded. I can start on like habitation modules that take about a year apiece. Let's actually start by replacing this one with a habitation module, because we're going to end up with 4 habitation modules to give us more space right now, where we've only got 1 more available district. Alright, we have 2 months and 17 days, and we have barely made a dent in their defense armies. Are all of my fleets here? I'm going to move Scylla from here and have Scylla... No, I can't move out. That's right. Until we manage to disable the fortress, we cannot leave this system. I don't think I have to worry about this fleet. I think it's going to take more than 2 months for it to get back. I've got to wait to cloak this. Actually, no, I don't have to wait to cloak this fleet. I can send it back through that territory. So I discovered a few things. One is population controls prevent you from selecting them for assembly as well as them showing up on the growing list. I'm a little disappointed in that. I think population controls should only shut off the random chance of them growing, but still allow you to either force growth or do assembly. And secondly, the thing I found out, I'm not getting an option to grow the new Farine, and they do not have population controls. I am getting the new human, strangely enough, but I don't have access, and I am getting the new oxen litter, but I'm not getting access to the new Praku I designed, which I do have. Yes, I do have Praku of that. So why are they not showing up? So yeah, there's apparently some... Oh wait, I know why. Let's go back to the Praku. They have population controls enabled. The new Praku do. The old Praku do not. So we need to enable them so it's not breeding old Praku. But yeah, we're going to have to wait until 10 years to be able to grow the new Praku, unless I create a new template. Decide to start growing them that way. Let's see, if I were to... This one has... All of them have population controls, but let's say I were to modify this template and try and create a new one. We wanted to give them crystallization. Let's see if it pops up with a new template. We can pop off and back on. No. Alright, so if we create a new clear template, and for now let's give them strong and remove sedentary, just so that we have the option to create a new clear template. Now if we go to this one to set rights, population controls, we shut them to no. This one has population controls enabled. This one has population controls enabled, but we have this new one. This one has no population controls. And it was the Praku was the other one, so we're going to have to try something different with them. Yeah, we've got 3 already shifted over is the problem. So I can't delete this template and make a new one. And how long would it take me to change the rights? Yeah, it'll take me 10 years. So if I get more points, I might be able to do it. But now that I've added that nuclear, let's see. Yes, it is showing up. Alright, so these are the ones we want to become the battle thralls. Let's see, can I change their slavery type? Yes. I can change just their slavery type. So we need these guys to replace the oxen litters as battle thralls. And that does remind me, let's go to species, these new oxen litter we have that are ingenious. We want to change them to chattel slaves. And we are going to start basically cycling out them. So we're going to want to breed these Gleer on pretty much every world that has enforcers. I do need to keep growing Miravandia here to replace these farmers. This one I can produce the nuclear. This one I'm producing the new oxen litters. Same for this one. This one will be as well. This one I need the Gleer to replace the oxen litters that are soldiers. And what we can end up doing is, rather than having to retrofit a lot of our species, I could end up selling them off. I still need some more farmers here, if I get too many. Yeah, I need one more Ichnerval, but I'm going to have spare Ichnerval on other worlds. We'll start with the Gleer here. Of course, we are replacing them. More farmers. Wait, this is where I want the Rogerians. Yeah, I'll actually use the Rogerians on this world because they have better habitability. So there, that works out. And I'll actually have a couple of Miravandia being replaced by the the Rogerians over there. Now we can go ahead and do the Rogerians, I think. Apply their template. All it added was very strong.
New sitrep.
And it'll be a 3-month delay on our research. But after that, we can delete the old one. But yeah, we're going to have to wait till we have something we can... Oh, I know how to do it. I know exactly how to do it. Set rights. No, not set rights. Create a template. Change their habitability. Alright, let's go ahead and delete this old one. Alright, so this new Praku, they are going to be our indentured servants. Let's see if we modify it to where... First, let's set rights and disable their population controls. And now let's see if we can modify them to be continental preference. No, not as long as we have that one. But what we can do is shift them over to this, get rid of that one, and then shift them back to the other habitability, and it should work. Let's see. Where did the Praku go? Oh, they just went away because they matched this template. So that's what we've got to do. We've got to change their habitability. This will be a 20-point drop, but honestly, we can stick with it because lithoids are plus 50. So if we switch them over to, say, tropical preference and keep them this way, they've got no population controls. We can modify this template back over, get rid of that one, and then eventually next time we modify, we can switch them back to temperate. Not that it's, I mean to, I keep wanting to call it temperate. Continental. But, I mean, this isn't going to have an impact on them whatsoever because the habitability is going to be boosted up because of being lithoid. So we could keep them like that until we really need to change them. But these would be able to breed. And then we can phase out the old Glear. Now, unfortunately, I can't put population controls on my primary species so that they don't breed. I just have to keep them there, but eventually I can delete this one when I get this one built up, so we'll just have the original and the one I make, basically. Praku Interstellar Nation embraced the Alien Reform Forum and became xenophilic, or more xenophilic. I don't think we're going to get this in time. We've got just a little over a month.
Blocker cleared.
Alright, they are moving in. Let's see. We de-stealthed one there in Wayland and Black Hole. We're not going to get our achieve war goals, I don't think. We've got less than a month to get 5 points. And I don't think we're going to succeed at an invasion here. Well, we've got 900 with them. If we go ahead and invade, maybe they'll assist. We can see. It'd take me 2 months to get there.
New species variant available. All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
Alright, we can be forced to capitulate from this point on. Come on, land your friendly armies, damn it. Which way are you going? You're going to Porava, it looks like. Alright, so we completed modifying the Rogerian species. Now we've got 9 months left on the food processing center. We do need to remodify the Praku.
New sitrep.
That's going to delay it another 2 months. But that's going to allow us to start breeding them. Actually, we don't need to modify them. I believe we already unlocked the ability to breed, didn't we? No, for some reason, they're not the new Praku species is not showing up. It's a little glitchy. So yeah, we are going to need to modify them to get them to pop up. Now we just need them not to send a peace proposal Oh, you're going to get butchered. Not to send a peace proposal until we can drop the relative navy strength or invade this planet successfully. And it looks like we're going to lose this because our allies are not landing on the frickin' planet. You've got 900 right there. 900. With my 300, that makes 1,200. If my allies don't land soon, I'm going to lose my armies.
Science Division reports success.
Titans. Designing ships at this scale allows for a deadly combination of exceptional firepower and cutting-edge auxiliary support. Titan configurations may serve as highly versatile flagships, which are also capable of bolstering surrounding vessels or ensnaring hostiles. Megastructure restoration, mega engineering is now available. That would take 7 years. But that is a precursor to us getting other mega engineering projects like the quantum catapult. So we need to start working on that. So engineering is going to be tied up for a while. I would like to have knocked out some of these for not automatic research, for upgrades. Each of them would take several years. Getting all of them would take several years. Oh, it'd be nice to get all the upgrades, but we need to work on mega engineering while it's available. We'll get what we can from physics, probably. But that would allow us to get access to the science nexus and things like that. Oh, you changed your mind, didn't you? Ah, finally they landed. Now we're going to win that. Glosterwahenian broke their migration treaty with the hierarchy of Moffith, probably because they've allowed us to come in here and butcher your ships. We bombarded it enough that I was able to send Strike Force Scylla to go claim some systems fairly quickly.
Engaging enemy station. New species variant available.
We've completed research on gamma lasers. Electromagnetic radiation emitted by gamma lasers is of an extremely high frequency. Their destructive potential is unmatched in the field of laser weapons. So we could get the tachyon lance, the arc emitter. See, the arc emitter would take 3 years. The tachyon lance would take 3.5, or a little over 3. Let's get... The tachyon lance is the upgrade of the proton lance, I believe, or particle lance. But let's get the arc emitters. And we modified the Praku, so let's see if now they are available in here. No, I still don't see the Praku as being able to be assembled. Now, I know there are Praku on Proclos. Those are the ones we changed. Are they available? Yes. They're available to grow here, but not anywhere else. I don't know why. But we're going to continue growing the Gleer right now. Now that we have the Praku upgraded, we can delete this old template. And next time we do a modification, we can change their habitability. That may be part of the problem, is the habitability, that they're not showing up on the worlds. I don't know. We took 400 damage. We're going to sweep through and get as many systems as we can before we have to go back and repair. The minute we start taking hull damage, we will go back for repairs.
Fleet action underway.
Medusa has engaged their fleet. We got our dividends from Fortress Legionnaires. Came with some minerals and food.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
We completely obliterated the Crimson Banner fleet. The Hergissa battle group apparently fled. And these guys were coming to join that group. Let's go back to Euchromia for repairs. Now I can cloak them and move them back to Andak for repairs. Soren Combined Clans was given association status with the Pan-Galactic Pact. Let's see if their association status lasts more than a month. This is probably one of the contacts. Yeah, this one right here is probably the contact we got.
Engaging enemy station.
We're dropping faster than they are. Apparently they were wise to not originally join in. Apparently I didn't wait enough. I was trying to rush it too much. We took 780 armor damage that time. They had weapons that were 150% efficient. Gamma lasers. See, there's no more fleets in here. I'm thinking of retreating from this and bombarding more so that we have time to heal up. I'll wait to see how well it goes when our last reserves come in. So it's going to be a little over 4 years before we get our next tradition. I think we're going to cut some time off of that with the amount of humans we are going to have growing and new jobs available now. I do have a slight shortage of food because all the clone vats are consuming a lot of food. But I did begin the process of putting an orbital ring around lithium, as well as continuing my hyper relay network at the start of the year. And I'm not going to do any more species modifications until we get the food processing centers so we can boost our food output a little bit. But I'm doing improvements on all of my worlds again because the population is going to be growing so much faster. And I'm going to have people replacing humans in some of like the artisan and stuff jobs later on.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Somebody declared war. Adnorum Imperium declared war on the Adnorum Reapers. Oh, that's probably another one of these miserable little science ships getting too close to a spaceport.
Spaceport reports enemy contact. Engaging enemy station.
They're picking off our wounded.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Which is good because it gives us more time to defeat their soldiers that are fighting, honestly. Alright, we took another 950 armor damage with that station. So close. If we could get that planet.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
I don't think we're going to win. Yeah, they're thinning out all of our wounded.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
So close! My general died. Yep, died while commanding. I should have withdrawn. But yeah, we failed in that invasion. But we did beat them down enough to where another ship, if more troop transports get over here, we can handle it. Let's see, we have some nearby troop transports. Apparently not. They're in the process of trying to take this planet. That's the one they're bombarding. How many troops did they bring? Only 35. Well, I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to have to pull the garrison from here right now. And see if they can get down here to help us take this planet. Oh, I can't pass through. Oh, not good. Can I generate troops at any of these? No. Well, I think we are done conquering planets because I wasted my entire army. So you just re-land. I can't get over here. So I've got to rely on them finishing the conquest over here. I should probably send some ships over there to help bombard. Well, they may still have open borders. It appears so with that. So they may still be able to sneak more troops down here. But I think they're going to sue for peace before we can. I was a little over-eager on that and lost my entire army, but so be it. Strike Force Medusa is now fully repaired. Did we take any hull damage yet? Nope, just armor. How much armor damage? Only 179 on that one. They had autocannons. So we're going to keep sweeping and see if we can sweep enough of them to get acceptance up by eking out a little occupation. Oh man, they've actually pushed down here into the Alliance of Orc and Fung. They actually made it pretty far in. And I have completely forgotten about this fleet. Let's have them cloak. And jump. Can't quite get there. Alright, we'll jump to Dandar and see if we can't make our way around, and I'll just go into their borders and get detected and booted out. Oh, we were forced to decloak. Why were we forced to decloak? Alright, let's see if we can get open borders with them real quick. Let's just offer them a trade deal to sweeten it up. Have some consumer goods. Have 1,000. That's not 1,000. That's 1,000. Oh, well, 1,000 or 100 they view the same. Okay, they're not interested in consumer goods. Interested in energy credits? Not really. Have some moats. That'll work. Just enough to get a little positive going. So I need to delay the jump until we have open borders.
We failed to secure ground objectives.
Yep, got a little over-eager on that one. Lost all of my army. But we're still going to be bombarding it. If they can get like one troop transport over this way. I'll send Pegasus over here to assist with the bombardment of this one. Oh, they've got some big fleets headed this way. Change of plans. Because that could also help. Alright, so everybody but Fortress Legionnaires follow Fortress Legionnaires. Fortress Legionnaires. Chase them down. If we can smash those big fleets, they've got a third one coming up, that may be enough to achieve our war goals, just knocking down the relative Navy strength.
Construction complete.
I've been building up my anchorages, and I should have queued up more, but this will work. I've been trying to build up my anchorages because, as you see, I'm below my naval capacity. In about a year and a half, I'm going to strike a deal with the Fortress Legionnaires to extend my naval capacity as well. They agreed. I freed up 2 envoys that were in the galactic community. I had to demolish the embassy complex here on Unity in order to build one in orbit. So hopefully it takes these 2 and not pulling somebody from where we've got them, which is the Glosswerhenians, the Multics, United Nations of Earth, Federician, Tendrazun, and Mirovandians. And yes, it pulled some others out. Great. United Nations of Earth was one, and the galactic community was the other. So we need to assign Andrea to the galactic community, and we need to put Guy Morin in the United Nations of Earth. There we go. Adnorum Imperium opened their borders to us. So now we can jump into the Adnorum Imperium. After we wait a day so that the border open is done. Once we jump over here, we could probably attempt to cloak later, but for now, that'll give us sight out this way at least. We might actually see far enough to contact them. Alright, they're going to Jezamel. Hisman Protectors, the Holy Guardians. Another child. Know that we are the Hisman Protectors, the chosen people of this galaxy. Respect our holy places, and we may refrain from annihilating you. We will achieve unity. Do not stand in our way. Okay, they already moved up here into a hyper relay. They're probably going to try and cut them off. So let me have them move to Jezamel so that I can quickly pop through the relay and pop back out. These fleets should almost be there. Yeah, they're about to enter the hyper relay. And we'll catch these fleets. That's 100k of fleets. And that's 60k.
Inbound message traffic.
Adnorum Imperium wants an embassy? Sure. Alright, so we've got a huge force about to try and smash these guys.
Tracking spaceborne life form. Spaceport reports enemy contact.
They fled? No, we lost the outpost.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
And they took that outpost. We got through before they did, though. So this fleet has met up with my big mass of fleets. Fleet with the Titan ran. So we lost some troops here. It's saying they lost none. They just fled. But we still dropped down the relative Navy strength. So we are going to take all of our fleets and immediately go after this big fleet. Except for Scylla. Scylla's already kind of beat up. We're going to send it back here to repair. And then it's going to go back to sweeping their areas. Now we have 2 debris here. Flak artillery, advanced strike craft, and advanced strike craft. And we should have made the jump by now. Yeah, because we contacted them. We do have access to the Star Realms of Shar, but not the sovereignty of Tuxcali. We can push in here. That'll give us a little better sight on their area. We are so close. If we can smash their other big fleet fast enough, or they will take a damn system. They've got it down to 237, but they've only got like 1 transport over it. They've got to pretty much obliterate it to land. I don't see any more troops coming through. Tenderzun put a branch office on Finn Castle. The CNS Voyager crew have reported the presence of decaying orbital stations and multiple tomb worlds near the tourist system. Whatever interstellar nation once inhabited the tourist system appears to have collapsed into ruin long ago. V Valum is a junkyard of a planet covered in the irradiated, rusting remains of demolished buildings, infrastructure, and vehicles. No higher forms of life are recognizable. We might gain more insight into this lost civilization by surveying any similar planets in this and neighboring systems. Xeno Scum says it adds an anomaly. Alright, let's see if we can get open borders with them. We're not going to give them a gift. We're just going to wait and see if they open their borders so we can get in and survey that anomaly. Of course, we'll need a leader. Somebody who's not doing anything right now.
Tracking spaceborne life form.
Sovereignty of Tuxcali open their borders to us. Let's get in here and... Why is the anomaly not showing up? It says there's an anomaly there, but we can't research it. Oh, because technically it doesn't exist because they already did the planet and did the anomaly. We're just seeing it anyway. When we move into the system, it'll go away. So we'll just move on through to Zudra. Okay, y'all are moving at different speeds. I need everybody who's not Fortress Legionnaires to follow Fortress Legionnaires.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
So they're going to be flipping these systems, but we've got them in a dead end now. If we can catch them and at least make them withdraw, it should affect... Yeah, the others are already back. Their relative Navy strength is back up. Yeah, because we got to do this quick and catch all of their fleets to really get our relative Navy strength back up. Scientist Elmore Smith Jr. has gotten Voidcraft expertise. What is she doing? She is actually the one in engineering research. So that knocks some time off of mega engineering because now she's getting 20% to it instead of just 5. The Soran do already have that. The Soran do not have the arc emitter.
Science Division reports success.
Swing by to capture that first. Otherwise, he can get past us on the hyper relays. Advanced food processing. New cryopreservation and protein resequencing methods will make food processing much more efficient. Leader enhancement selected lineages. We'll have that in a year and a half. Hierarchy of Moffith broke off their commercial pact with the Glossophrenians. The Exocore are about to take that system, so let's see. We flipped this one, so no, cancel that. I want Strike Force or Fortress Legionnaire. Stop renaming them. There should be a separate button for rename. Alright, we gotta wait 2 days. There.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Hit that one on the way. I see a fleet. It's a pirate fleet. Well, you closed your borders to me, so screw you. You're dealing with it yourself.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Scylla is back up and running, so let's have it retake that system, take that system, and just start pushing down this way as quickly as possible. The Allied Multics territories embraced the Association of High Technology and became more materialist. We are so close. Kesem Confederacy is in a research agreement with the hierarchy of Moffith.
Engaging enemy station.
This will be a quick battle. Alright, now we're going to be chasing down them. They can't use the hyper relay, so they're trapped.
Construction complete.
Oh, I forgot to queue up more. Just as well. We'll go ahead and start on more anchorages because we are going to need a lot of fleet capacity when we start reinforcing our fleets again. And let's see, are we ready for another construction? Not quite. They've almost got this one bombarded down enough that they'll be able to flip it with their one troop transport. Minor administrative sanctions have passed. So they're taking a hit to their monthly unity and diplomatic agreement upkeeps. We got a favor with the Miravandian Enterprises for that. My emergency measures still need 6 months. Building a Better Tomorrow looks like it's going to be the next one up. But I would actually prefer borderless authority. And that needs to be vetoed. Good Lord, that takes a lot to veto. I can't spare that much right now, not with the war about to end.
Engaging enemy station.
See, do I want to... I think I want to hold here and let them jump into us. Actually, let's hold a little further back. So that we don't start out at point-blank range. I do have some long-range guns in here. Maybe we hold even a little further back. There. Because they are coming in. Let's make them come to us. And of course, this is the enemy station we're engaging. Gorgon has been fully repaired. We flipped Serpis. Alright, they're coming in. How close are we to getting Erdia? You have completely removed it. Land those damn armies. They are landing. Good. So that should flip.
Fleet action underway.
Hello, boys. You gonna run away?
Battle debris secured.
I was checking to see if we could send off the request for them to 10% more to flak artillery, 10% to advanced strike craft. Achieve war goals. They've got to accept because of their war exhaustion. We'll research that one next. These fleets will return here. Whew, that was brutal, but we did it. Let's see how long it takes them to accept. Adnorum Imperium declared Adnorian Reaper's arrival again. We found another science ship trying to sneak in.
Engaging enemy station.
The Star Nation, formerly known as the Uthabulan Union, has been destroyed by its enemies. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Hegemony of Ubaria, has been destroyed by its enemies. We can now use expropriation on the Merovingian enterprises. So we got Massum and those. Now we are in position to build our hyper relay there. So we got 100 influence. They were humiliated. They have reduced empire influence gain and pop happiness for 10 years. And we gained all of the systems we had wanted. And we'd also flipped that on the way. Now that the war is over, let us go down to all of our fleets. We have open borders for 10 years with them. I believe we are going to have to sack the Genlock Conclave to get back through, but we'll have open borders with them, and we still have open borders with the Tender Zun. So we're going to, we can't repair, it's not our system anymore. We're going to take our fleets. Yeah, we can't get back to our space because there is no through route because we do not have open borders with them or with them. So, they are not willing to accept subjugation. If we declare war on them, it's just them by themselves, but we can vassalize. Now we're going to need armies to drop on them to help, but we can take care of that in a bit. Right now we need to get all of our military fleets. Scylla, Fortress Legionnaires, Hippogriff, Pegasus, and Chimera. We need to all merge over here. Looks like it's going to take about 5 months to get over there. And once we get there, the Genlot are either going to open their borders to us or be subjugated. But we are going to need armies down here, so we need to churn out some armies. Let's see, Bastion still has the military academy, so we need to recruit a human army and 2 slave armies. And we're just going to bring those 3 armies down here because we're just going to bombard them until we can take the planet. They've only got the 1. We just need the force we're going to use as garrison down there. I've got a lot to do with spinning these off into sectors, and I want it to happen pretty quickly. But I need a quick smoke break before I continue this. Now, in the meantime, though, I can go ahead and tell all of my fleets that were over here to return home. Let's see, if I tell you to return home, yeah, you go to Euchromia. That's not the nearest station that I was looking for. We'll go to Safe Station. Let's see, over here, Dragon needs to return home. You've got 2 debris to take care of, and then I want you to move there and I'll have you do active reconnaissance when you finish the last debris. I'm going to attempt to cloak. And we're going to jump into Adnor and Reaper space as soon as I figure out where their capital is. I think it's there. But normally it's got gold around it. Easy way to find out. Contact them. Go to your home world. Adnor. Way over there. Alright, so let's jump to here. That will decloak us. Oh, they have high detection. Over that way, at least. Now, this is interesting. This is Adnor and Reaper space. This is Adnor and Reaper space, but the Adnorum Imperium is there. Are they at war currently? Well, in that case, let's not jump. Let's just investigate over this way. We'll go that way. I'll stay cloaked for now, though. Any other ships need to be moved about. I think that's good right now. You need to cloak. You need to cloak. But I will be right back after a smoke break. Okay, we're going to start with Massam. We've renamed the capital to Molyneux, and we're going to create a sector. Now we're going to go to the sector tab and create a vassal. Okay, before we create the vassal, let's look at the planet and see what species they have. They have a bunch of undesirable robots that we were purging. Do they have any species we want to steal? Ganvius look kind of neat. Let's see, so actually the easiest way to figure out our new species is to look on the species tab. We have the Anathurians, Starborn, bonus habitability. They are cybernetic. Nope, we're not keeping cybernetic species. Industrious, natural sociologists, they've got a lot of bonuses. Noxious. We have the Alvathari. They're also now cybernetic. All of these are going to be cybernetic. That's right, they took them over and gave them cybernetics. Well, the Bessidon are not cybernetic. These guys have Tomb World preference. Oh, they've got a lot of points. These guys are really good, the Bothrians. These guys would make great slaves because they're proles. Let's see, they would have 5 points here, no points here. So they've already... Oh, these are lithoids too. They get bonus to minerals and food. Why do they have intelligent? They're proles. They can't be... They have penalties to research. You fools. Oh, there's the jerk. They're also proles. Getting some of these, they would make good slaves. The different proles or uplifted proles. They would make real good miners and farmers. I would like to get some of the original species. But unfortunately, all the ones they have are cybernetic. I won't be able to create the original species anymore, I don't think. Yeah, they had a whole bunch they uplifted that they've gotten their hands on. You know what? I don't care how good these species are. They're staying out of our empire. So, we're just going to go here, back to planets and sectors. Molyneux, we're going to create a vassal. We're going to randomize the name. And we have to choose a species to create the vassal from. Humans, of course. The human combine. Okay, cool. We're going to allow you to expand, since you can't really expand. You don't have to join our conflicts because you're one system. We want 2 of those unified sensors. That would cost 150. What if I make you bleed us some resources? Still 150. Still 150. No, this is going to be a one system world. They have a lot of research on there. What if we ask for that? 106. 106 still. 161 if we ask for that. What if we up that? 52. Still 52. Still 52, but they're down to negative 2.7 loyalty. But I can fix that with places we're going to put on top of them. What if I add another one? 122. So we can do it for 52. We can renegotiate again later. They start with positive loyalty, and we can fix the drain pretty easily. So we are going to do this because it's only 52 to create this. Now we do have everything right? Yes. So we now have them as a vassal. If we go to Molyneux, go to holdings, the first holding we want to put on here. Let's go to our contracts and see what that negative 2 point whatever turned into. They're still 3.3 positive. Awesome. So we are the first building we are going to put on here then is the Ministry of Truth. And we are going to tell our armies to reland. After the Ministry of Truth is built, we can put the Overlord Garrison. Now, the next one we are going to spin off. Oh, it looks like this is going to combine into one. So we will have some spare troops from one of these worlds. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Since they were adjacent, they were going to spin off. So which one do we want to make the capital? Glugbath has a population of 89. And Vuzabaru has a population of 81. See, this is a size 20 world. Be great for mining. Glugbath is a size 18 world. We will do Vuzabaru. So the Ubaria sector. So that is going to be another vassal. So we go to planets and sectors. Create a vassal out of Ubaria. And of course we want to use the humans if we can. Please tell me humans are somewhere on this list. Boy, that's a long list of species, isn't it? Human superior. That'll work. Now, you can have expansion permitted. You're going to give us some resources and some of that. 56 right now. Still 56. That jumps up to 97. So 15%. 15%. Let's see, can we go all the way up to 40? 56. Don't join my conflicts. 106. 52. I want 2 of these. 97. $56. Unified sensors. Oh, that's right. Let's bump back up to there. 52. Although maybe we want this one The Great Human Empire. No, you're not the Great Human Empire. We are. You better change your freaking name. See, if we made them join our defensive ones, or join all of our wars. Now, we'll start with them not joining our conflicts. It's going to take them a while to build up a navy. Great Human Empire, my butt.
منكدير سابليسور.
And we do need to open, let's see, let's establish an embassy. And our borders are already open. We'll establish an embassy. And our borders are already open. Now we'll go to Ubaria, their new capital, and start building a Ministry of Truth. Now here in Huff, at Pankisha, very tiny world, it says Empire Capital already. They know it's going to be a capital, don't they? Alright, so since when I went with random names, it created the Great Human Empire, which I did not like. This is going to be the Pankisha province. And we need to find humans. Humans are not available here. Oh, better idea. Where are the Ubarians? They didn't even have Ubarians on their world? We'll use the Uthabulans. We will. Expansion permitted. Don't join my conflicts. Give me 2 of these. Unified sensors. 106. 113. 52. We will start building a Ministry of Truth. Squeaky little bastards. That's the reason I picked them. They're cute. What can I say? Borders are already open. Alright, so we have this area. And I believe Glugenjal will be the best. Let's see. It's got 48 people on that one. There's only a planet over here in Hanum Ter. That's a size 23. These are tomb worlds. Okay, the other one's a size 23. That's the one we're going to have to pick. We go to planets and sectors. Create a vassal. Bashk Holdings. Human Superior. Don't join our wars. Give us 2 of these and 1 of these. 52. Give us an embassy. We'll open our borders to you. For some reason they weren't open with this one. And we want a Ministry of Truth. So the Human Combine, which I don't really care for the name of. The Great Human Empire, don't care for the name of that one either. Did that just say Uthabulan Empire? Let's see, Bash Holdings, Great Human Empire, Pankishk Province, and Human Combine. Yeah. But, yeah, we need to, I don't think we can change their name.
منكدير سابليسور.
Nope. I'm not happy that they got a little arrogant with their names. From now on, they don't get the freedom. Alright, so Huff, we need to reland these armies. Vuzabaru, we need to reland these armies. Because Ubaria is your capital. The ones in Bombala need to land in Hanum Ter. And the ones in Jaltham are going to be extras until we're ready to do more invasion. We will move them to Shala Station. Actually, since we're about to grab the Gen lot, and this is a pre-assembled transport fleet, we're going to move them close to the Gen lot. It will take them about a year to get over here. Now these stations will go away. We got 7 extra stations. They'll go away when we let this progress a little bit, which I need to do. We can no longer use expropriation on Miravandian Enterprises. Miravandian Enterprises had holdings on these planets. And now that we've given up those planets, we can no longer use it. Now what has that done to our score? Oh, we're up to 8 now. Yeah, those subject empires really jumped it up. We're at almost 4,000 for tech level. How does that compare to these? We're not far behind the Glosswarhenians. Still about half of Star Realms of Shar. And about Saurian Combined Clans has about 50% more than us. So does the Fel Null, it appears. So yeah, we're still not a huge leader in tech. We're behind quite a few people, but we are catching up. Especially now that we have the clone vats, we'll be able to expand our research rapidly. And all of them are happy with us right now. Of course, their loyalty will build up, their trust will build up, which will improve their opinion of us. And as they get their ministries of truth built, our influence will build up. So now we have a chunk of influence. And now we can start getting back to our empire. So I need a hyper relay here. Even though technically they have the technology, they could build their own damn hyper relay. I need to make sure this stuff gets done. So there, we've done a hyper relay. I do need to do a... I can wait until next month to start spending a real lot of this. I need to do Mastery of Nature on a couple of the worlds. I have a chunk. I could go ahead and veto this. And I think I should. Because they could emergency measure this and it would pass. So, no. Now I have about 4 years, just a shy of 4 years. 4 years would be 1440, so that is 3 months shy of 4 years before I can use my veto again. But that was a chunk of influence I just had to dump down for the veto. I do want to start doing some espionage and things. That's going to wait until April. I'll do one, but I need to start keeping about 250 banked. So maybe I'll wait till January before I start doing something, and I'll be rotating among things. I need to start getting habitats built at this point. As soon as all of those 4 extra buildings are built, that will give us probably another point of influence a month. Because let's see, what are we getting from jobs? It says 2.25. And we currently had 4 vassals. So yeah, I think we're getting about 5.5 or 0.55 influence per building. So adding 4 more will basically double what we're getting from jobs, it appears. So we'll get another 2.25, I think, out of this. Because let's check our contacts. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we had 4. We just added 4 more. So yeah, it should double. So that's 2 extra influence a month we will be getting. Which is going to help us now that we can focus on developing our empire. And actually we'll end up getting another one here when we capture that place. Which we are going to do on our way out. After we get all of our fleets over here, we're going to declare war on them, capture them, It'll take at least a year for our troops to get over here. But we're going to capture them, turn them into... So we do need to have some bank to negotiate the deal we're going to get with it. Actually, no, it's just going to automatically be oppressive until 5 years have passed. So, yeah, we're going to have some difficulty with them. I don't really care. But we are going to be able to get at least one holding on them. And that would probably be an Overlord garrison and not a Ministry of Truth starting out. And after we do that, we will have a free pass to get our ships back for repairs, retrofits, and reinforcement. And we can start building up to our naval capacity again. Now we're still about half of what the Star Realms of Shar is, because they've got like 7 envoys spammed in here. As our fleets build up, yeah, our fleets are about a third the size of theirs, and under the size of theirs, but as our fleets build up, our diplomatic weight should jump. And when we get those other 2 envoys back, it will help as well. Human Combine agreed. They agreed to the negotiation of the agreement. They're actually renegotiating the agreement. Let's see, that was Bash Holdings. Yeah, it hasn't changed. Oh, I see. Yeah, they do have to renegotiate the agreement. So it actually did go up from what it was. So these agreement negotiations do have to go through. We've connected to the Tendrazun, the Great Human Empire, the Miravandians, the Bash Holdings. I've revamped the ship designs to make use of the ancient pulse armor. I now have an ion cannon. It does not have the power to have full pulse armor. Now right now the pulse armor gives up 300 armor for 450 shields, so I think that's a good deal. However, the tier 5 armor probably would be giving up way too much to equal that level of shields. And if we got access to the armor and shields from Fallen Empires, the Dark Matter variant, they definitely would be better than the Ancient Pulse armor. But yeah, we have access to the ion cannons now, so I revamped. We'll just start with go by fleet. That'd probably be easier. So the Gorgon fleet. We got the upgraded disruptors. It's just an upgrade of this. The only thing missing is tier 3 flak cannons and of course improved armor and better cloaking. But otherwise it remained the same. The Gorgon's Breath, also just a very similar upgrade. Now for the Dragon fleet, we have the Wormling. It started running into power problems here. So I had to start using reactor boosters. I'll probably research the better reactor boosters just to give it more surplus power. The Worm, likewise, was running into power issues. I couldn't do a full set of ancient pulse armor, so I just left it with an infused crystal plating. The Wyvern was the first one that didn't run into power problems. But it's just basically an upgraded design, just went with a small ancient pulse armor, and it's actually still got the shield capacitors. The Hunting Drake did have one small power issue with all the upgrades, but I was able to still run 2 shield capacitors and just 1 reactor booster to keep it positive. The Nesting Dragon, we got rid of the front hanger bow to give it a particle lance, and it does not have power issues, so it's just a full upgrade. And then the Titan we made for this is the Elder Worm, and it has no power issues whatsoever. The aura I gave it was an offensive aura that reduces ship fire rate. I kind of figure it's like Dragon Fear, but I gave it kinetic batteries on the rear to help with tearing down shields. Now, Titans can only be artillery or carriers, though I don't know why they can be carriers, since I currently do not have carrier options for them. Now the next fleet will be Medusa. It's just basically an upgrade. It did have some power issues when I switched it to the Ancient Pulse Armor for the Serpentine locks. For the Destroyer, this one did not have power issues with the upgrades and switched to the Ancient Pulse Armor, and I gave it shield capacitor because it's mainly used for defense. It's a picket. The Cruiser, the Hail of Arrows, also no power issues, mainly because I didn't get any upgraded Swarmer missiles yet, but it went full pulse armor with shield capacitors. The battleship was renamed to Medusa's Gaze. It now has a spinal mount. It kept the regenerative armor, no power issues here. It has the 2 kinetic batteries and just a horde of Swarmer missiles. And the Titan is the Eye of Medusa. I'm planning on 2 in the fleet. Right now I can only fit in 1, and that was by giving up a couple of the cruisers, destroyers, I believe. It is all kinetic batteries in its large weapon slots, and its aura is a subspace snare that will keep people from being able to run away so that we can destroy them. Now the next fleet would be the Pegasus fleet. We have the Rampaging Cult, had some serious power issues. I did not want to give up the afterburners, so I just switched, remained with 2 Durasteel armor on top of that. So its shield are a bit lower than they were before, but its armor is a little bit higher. The Pegasus did not have power issues, mainly because it's using the autocannons more than anything else at this point. The Cruiser, the Charging Stallion, also did not had some minor power issues. I couldn't fit all 8 of the Ancient Pulse Armor, so I gave it 1 crystal infused plating just to boost its hull a bit. The battleship, the Flying Stampede, I kept it, since this is a close range, I didn't bother giving it the spinal mount. Did not have power issues. I was able to give it full afterburner still. And I did design a Titan for this fleet, the Steed of Perseus. And it is all large autocannons. Even though it's artillery, that means it will have to close in, if it wants to use these, to about range 40. It has speed, and its aura is increasing the ship fire rate, an inspiring presence. Now the next fleet would be the Morays. No real changes here. They are very low on power, but they still have the power to have full... I gave them... This is the only stealther fleet that has the Ancient Pulse Armor, because I want them to be able to regenerate a little bit of shields when they are out of stealth. Now that did drop their armor rating by about 300, I think. They were 1320, but they ended up gaining 450 in shields, and they have a decent regen rate. 0.8 times 6, that's about 5 shield a day. So that, and they are fairly fast even without afterburners. I do kind of like this destroyer fleet design. Alright, next we have the Griffin, which is currently not used, but it is all Ancient Pulse Armor with the afterburners and autocannons. And then we get into the cruiser fleets, which would be the Hippogriff. No real changes to its weapon loadout other than upgrades. It kept the regenerative hull tissue, and it went full pulse armor with no power issues whatsoever. Battleship-wise, the Hippogriff Roost. I gave it the Mega Cannon in a spinal mount that gave up 1 hangar bay. That way it has something to help tear down shields for the driller drones. And other than that, it remained unchanged apart from getting the pulse armor. And I did design a Titan for this, the Hippogriff Matron, all kinetic batteries to help with tearing down of shields. And its aura is a nanobot cloud that gives daily hull and armor regen to the entire fleet. So that is the extent currently of my upgrades. I have room for 5 Titans at this point, and I have them planned out with my fleets. Strike Force Medusa will eventually get 2. Dragon, Hippogriff, and Pegasus each get 1. So those are going to be my 5. Chimera doesn't get one, and of course my stealther fleets, Scylla and Gorgon, will not have one. But now that we have all of those designs kicked up, I can go to... Oh, and I also redesigned all of my defense platforms to use the pulse armor. I can go to my fleets, and the ones that are already back, the Pegasus reinforcements, that's going to be 4 cruisers for Pegasus, can go ahead and upgrade. And the Scylla reinforcements can go ahead and upgrade. The others are either on their way back or about to invade somebody else, so we will wait until they have returned. Why is this transport fleet moving to the Diamond system? Ah, right, because I didn't need it. This transport fleet is moving to the Shala system. Where are you moving to the Durban system? You were supposed to be landing on Ubaria, weren't you? Yes. I must have had the wrong fleet go moving around, because you are supposed to be on this planet. Aren't you? Alright, you're landing on Bax. These others are all already landed. Has this fleet landed? The one in Massam? Yes, Mullinix. And I should have one in Huff, yes. Why isn't there armies on the capital? Why is this the one that's moving down there? This is the one that was supposed to be moving down to there, I thought. Durban, yeah. This is the one that's supposed to be on its way to Durban. Somehow I got them mixed up. We got our embassies. And Goswarhenian are in a commercial pact with the Democratic Glarian Union. Hierarchy of Moffith is in a research agreement with the Citizen Confederation of Gavazul. The Pankisha Province and the Human Combine have agreed to their agreements. And the Great Human Empire has finally agreed. So next month we can see what the overall impact is. Looks like the Great Human Empire and the Human Combine have become disloyal suddenly. We'll let it progress a month and check it out. Bash Holdings agreed to the embassy. Felnol Cooperative are guaranteeing the independence of the Democratic Glarian Union. The Voyager was forced to decloak. I'm fine with that. They were just moving to explore. That means they'll move a little faster.
Tracking spaceborne life form.
Yeah, where? Autocracy of Rakaron is in a migration treaty with the Goswarhenians. Democratic Glarian Union is in a non-aggression pact with the Fel Null. Soren combined clans are in a non-aggression pact with the nation of Selnuk Prime.
Battle debris secured.
We got a little bit more progress to advance strike craft. We have a new proposal. Wonder if they're proposing the council size again. Integrated Gardens. Nope. That one has popped up before, and I'm opposed to it because it's environmental crap. Why does the Democratic Glarian Union, hegemonic imperialists who are a military commissariat, care about growing gardens? You're rock people.
Construction complete.
And we are building up our, I forgot to queue up more, but we are building up our anchorages to cap. We're going to need a lot of that space now. Yeah, it says we need 1137. I forgot to mention we were in the process of modifying the Farine. It was going to take 7 months, so it should finish tomorrow. And we are about a month away from being in position here in Talon to begin our invasion of... Oh, they're all moving to the center. I need them here. Actually, I guess we are in position. You guys have puny fleets. So we're going to go ahead and declare a vassalization war on them.
Standing by to commence offensive operations. Weapons free. Repeat, weapons free.
We are going to grab all of our fleets that are in transit here.
New species variant available.
And send them in to subjugate these people. Now we've got some time still before our transport fleet makes it down here. 8 more months. That's plenty of time to subjugate this and bombard the hell out of their planet. But why? Because you were in my way. So now the Farine are updated. I can get rid of the old version that did not have charismatic. And next year we'll do one of the others just so we can clear them out. Yeah, Scylla might be able to defeat these guys.
Ships refitted.
Scylla's reinforcements are fully refitted, and we will just leave them here to merge with Scylla later. We're going to wait until we get all of our ships back and start building before we start increasing sizes of fleets. We have a new proposal. Borderless Authority. That's being reproposed. Apparently it got dropped. I support that one. As a matter of fact, I might make it emergency measure because that will help out with my negotiations. It will give me an extra holding to everybody and reduce some of the holdings I have on the others. Some of the loyalty loss I have on the others.
Ships refitted.
I'm going to switch them back to aggressive. So Pegasus reinforcements are now refitted.
Fleet action underway.
All right, all of these fleets need to move here for repairs. I think all of them are damaged, with the exception of Pegasus, who can begin the bombardment. Scylla lost 1 more destroyer. Chimera lost 2 of its corvettes. But we just about obliterated one of their fleets. They did minor losses to another. They had a whole bunch of individual frigate fleets. They don't have any tech that we don't. I'm positive on that. They're going to end up being a protectorate, probably.
Skywatch has sighted a spaceborne lifeform.
Now that is probably over here. I'm seeing spaceborne lifeforms. Oh, there we go. The enigmatic fortress. That's got to be the only Leviathan left, I think. Looks like Medusa is back at the base, so we will go ahead and upgrade that fleet. Gorgon is back at its base, so we will upgrade that one. And Dragon is moving to its base. We'll go ahead and set it for upgrades. This one is still waiting on 1 more ship, this new transport fleet. Everything has positive loyalty increase right now, but the Human Combine and the Great Human Empire are going to take at least a year to get positive in loyalty again. We have now found beings far surpassing anything encountered in our Empire's spacefaring history. Life capable of growing to an unprecedented scale, rivaling moons in size and mass. Nothing could have prepared us for this. This day will forever mark a turning point in the story of the Commonwealth of Man. Let us hope we survive long enough to tell it. Autocracy of Rakaron is in a commercial pact with the Federician League. Let us see...
منكدير سبلسور.
Yeah. Borders are open with them. Borders are open with them. Borders are open with them. And borders are open with them. I was kind of worried, since a couple were negative, that maybe, even though it originally said open borders, they weren't. Since the way is open, everybody but the Fortress Legionnaires and Strike Force Pegasus are going to go ahead and go back home. I've already got the transport fleet en route to land. It will take 5 months. As soon as Fortress Legionnaires are repaired, I will put them onto bombarding the planet and send Pegasus back. Although the planet may not be bombarding at that point. I mean, we're just about to get rid of their only defenders. There's a pirate fleet here.
Battle debris secured.
Flak artillery and advanced strike craft progress. That was the last debris. So now we can return to active reconnaissance. Okay, so these numbers don't add together. The garrison includes the assault armies. I had been previously adding them together. Alright, so Pegasus can now return. That place is bombarded to hell and back. I'll just keep the Fortress Legionnaires here to bombard the planet a little bit. I'll actually put them on selective bombardment at this point. After they repair, they'll just stay over it and bombard if they build armies. Still 3 months out. Nation of Selnock Prime embraced the Xeno Equality Coalition and became more xenophilic. Alright, we will move them in orbit of the planet. They'll only bombard if there are armies on board. Transport Fleet 59 is now ready. We'll send it to Shala.
Construction complete.
We have to renew our agreement with the Curators. Due to an unexpected collision with a chunk of space debris, the Larkin Singularity Station has deviated from its innermost stable circular orbit and is now slowly closing distance toward the nearby black hole. While the accident puts the whole station at risk, it is an incredible opportunity to study the black hole and siphon huge quantities of dark matter. Emergency thrusters have been deployed to correct the station's orbit. My starbase? Are you about to destroy my starbase with an event? Okay, so we can either get away from there, higher upkeep, maintain an orbit, moderate upkeep, or let it advance as close as possible. Well, let's have a look at the situation log. I do not want to lose my starbase. Get away from there. Let's see, that will have the following effects. The approach will advance the situation toward a certain outcome. Both of these, maintain an orbit, won't advance it to anything in particular. We want to... I don't want to lose this star base. Current active effects, we're getting 1 monthly dark matter and 5 more. It will fall into the black hole and our control over the system will be lost. So we'll get a lot to study if we do, but yeah, let's try getting away from there. Largest singularity station will escape from the black hole. What if we were to maintain orbit? We'll fall into the black hole. Yeah, so we want to... Yeah, so we want to retreat. We do not want to lose this station. This is a very valuable station for me. Because it has the Curator think tank and the Black Hole Observatory on it, both of which are giving me a good amount, a moderate amount of resource. I don't want to have to rebuild a damn station. Not one that I have upgraded almost all the way to Citadel. It is also providing food, which we are bleeding right now. Now, since it is the start of a 10-year period, we need to renew our contract. And we also would like to talk to you about logistical solutions. Our logistical support service is there to help you deploy your fleets to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Our dedicated experts will make sure that your ships are equipped with all they need, from ammunition to food, down to the last bolt on your temperature regulators. Additionally, we will set up supply depots ahead of the fleet, or broker provisioning contracts with local civilian companies. Your ships deserve the best care, and we are here to provide it. So for 10 years, we'll have more naval capacity. That helps. As your patron, we want to review our options. We are inclined to share our technology with you. Get a little bit of that money back. Now, Fortress Legionnaires we will have for another 10 years at least. And I need to go to... Oh, we are low on minor artifacts. I can't proclaim superiority. Because we're using a lot of minor artifacts for upgrades. That's the reason they're taking so long. Let us contact the Sorin Combined Clans. Can you spare some minor artifacts? They can't spare enough for it to be for it to matter. So we are just going to have to let our minor artifacts build back up, and that means that we're going to have to go a 10-year period without proclaiming superiority. That may help stabilize our factions a little bit, honestly. They're pretty close to being split just about even. Now that will, because of invasive xeno studies, us losing the other one might drop it below 100% approval. I'm not sure. Well, no, we've got the asserting dominance because we had recently declared war. We're at war right now, as a matter of fact, with the Genlot. So we're going to have to let our minor artifacts build back up some before we can get back to that. And we're going to be using a lot to upgrade all of our ships. So this is not great. Now we're still building the hyper relay here, as well as the orbital ring there. And I kind of wish it would give me notifications when they were done with the construction. I don't know why they didn't add those in like they do when you finish any other construction. We recently did a veto. I can do an emergency measure now. And I want to do borderless authority as an emergency measure. Currently it will pass. And the other thing I need to do, I would like to build up a little bit more influence, but I think it's time we got back to our espionage to get tech. Over here in the United Nations of Earth, we are going to prepare some sleeper cells. That takes 45. That's not too much of a setback. We'll have that back in about 8 months. Yeah, because we do have someone who is good at stealing tech. And we also completed the orbital embassy complex, so we got our 2 envoys back. They're both going in the galactic community. And it has been another 5 years. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.